keep going with the vision, and God will grow the vision. Don't lose courage. And what you said is so important because there are people, there are children that we forget about. And so I love what you said, what about? Because we get so focused on our careers and our lives, and we forget there's people around us that need our help. So I congratulate you. I appreciate you for what you're doing. I commend you 100% because it's definitely needed. So let's give her another hand. She wanted me just to kind of share and talk to you guys before we do the Q&A. So any questions that may come up while I'm talking, we're going to do a Q&A at the end. So keep hold of those questions and we'll be able to answer it. When she asked me to share with middle school and high school students, and specifically on self-esteem and self-image and all those things, I prayed about it and said, okay, God, what is that you want me to give them? Because I can share a lot. I can say a whole lot of stuff. But there are some things that I know that is needed while you all are growing to be a successful person. Let me ask this question. Who wants to be successful? Raise your hand. Raise it high. Be proud. I've asked that question several times. You can put your hands down. And I would say 99% of the time, everybody raises their hand. Because no one is born and say, I don't want to succeed. Everybody wants to be successful. That's in you. It's something in you that's saying, you know what, I want something greater. I want to do more. I want to succeed. And if you were to talk to successful women, because we're talking about women stuff, and you were to find out from them what did it take for you to be successful, they'll give you their advice. I consider myself successful because I had dreams, and I was able to achieve a lot of those dreams. And now I'm dreaming again. So I consider myself successful because there were certain things I wanted to achieve in life, and I was able to do it. And so if you were to ask me as a woman, what would I give you advice on what to do? I got 4 things I want to say, and then we'll do Q&A, okay? Because I think I got, 20 minutes?
Yeah, don't worry about the
20, okay.
Yeah.
So the first thing I want, I gave someone the letter S. Who has the letter S? Stand up and hold your letter up. So when I call out your letter, hold it up and hold it up high. Okay, so the first thing begins with the letter S. If you want to be successful, especially young women, I encourage you to be strong. So S is for strong. You have to be strong. What do I mean by that? Life is going to throw you curveballs. Things are going to happen in your life that's meant to break you down. Some things are going to get you to a point where you want to give up and say, forget it. But you got to be strong. Successful women are strong women. We let haters talk, but we don't let it break our backs. We'll let people say negative stuff about us, but it don't stop us because we're strong. I'm not going to retaliate on Facebook. I'm just going to be more successful because I'm strong. So that's the first thing as young women. I want you to hear this. Please be strong. Don't let someone break you just by what they say and think about you. Keep going. I love that story. She ended up giving someone that did not like her a car. So you have to be strong. It doesn't matter what people say about you. It's what you think about yourself. From when I was young up until today, I have enemies. I have people that don't like me. I remember this one lady came to me and she said, Tekoa, I got these people, they don't, they've been talking about me and they've been hating on me. And she said to me, but you don't understand because everybody loves you. And I said, really? You think that I got to where I am because everybody loved me? No, that's a sign. The higher you go, the more haters you're going to get, the more people that you're going to have that's going to talk about you. But what I have learned is that my enemies would never know I know who you are because I treat them with love. And that's what the Bible says, love your enemies. So you may not know I know you just talked about me because I'm still going to show you love. You're not going to break me. Now, we go through things in life that makes us bend, and you should bend all the way down, break you down. Some things are going to get you to a point where you want to give up and say, forget it. But you got to be strong. Successful women are strong women. We let haters talk, but we don't let it break our backs. We'll let people say negative stuff about us, but it don't stop us because we're strong. I'm not going to retaliate on Facebook. I'm just going to be more successful because I'm strong. So that's the first thing as young women. I want you to hear this. Please be strong. Don't let someone break you just by what they say or think about you. Keep going. I love that story. She ended up giving someone that did not like her a car. So you have to be strong. It doesn't matter what people say about you. It's what you think about yourself. From when I was young up until today, I have enemies. I have people that don't like me. I remember this one lady came to me and she said, Tekoa, I got these people, they don't, they've been talking about me and they've been hating on me. And she said to me, but you don't understand because everybody loves you. And I said, really? You think that I got to where I am because everybody loved me? No, that's a sign. The higher you go, the more haters you're going to get, the more people that you're going to have that's going to talk about you. But what I have learned is that my enemies will never know I know who you are because I treat them with love. And that's what the Bible says, love your enemies. So you may not know, I know you just talked about me because I'm still going to show you love. You're not going to break me. Now, we go through things in life that makes us bend, and you should bend all the way down to your knees, but never break, only bend. Bend to pray and ask God for more strength, but keep going. Also, when we talk about being strong, it's important to know and understand that you got to speak up. Being strong also means speaking up. If you know that something is going on that's not right, and a lot of times as teens or younger people, our voice is muted because our parents talk for us, our teachers talk for us, because we're considered young, we're still growing up. But be strong enough to know that I can speak up when I see something is wrong. If somebody's doing something to your friend, speak up. If something is going on in somebody's house that you know is not right, speak up. If you know you have a friend that's in a bad, unhealthy domestic relationship, speak up. Be strong enough to say something and speak what's right when you see something is wrong. And even if it's done to you, if someone is doing something wrong, speak up. It's important that you be that difference. When I was growing up, if I have friend girls, they're gossiping about somebody, I speak up, I say, you know what, I don't have nothing bad to say about her. Y'all can stop gossiping. Don't be a part of it because you in it. And it's hard to speak up because you with the crowd and you want to flow with the crowd. You want to do what everyone else is doing. But in order to be successful, you got to be strong. You got to be strong enough to speak up and say something. Also, strong means resisting. Be strong enough to resist what you know you shouldn't get. Even when we walked in all the cupcakes and the cookies and the Rice Krispie treats and the pretzels, I love sweets. But right now I'm detoxing. Trying to get my fabulous back, you know what I'm saying? So I'm detoxing, and I'm also fasting. There's something specific I'm asking God to do. So I grabbed me a salad. I say, Minister Olive, they said they're going to have cupcakes. They're going to have subs. I don't need no bread. This is what I'm eating right now. So you got to be strong enough to resist if you set certain boundaries for yourself, okay? If it's profanity, you know what? I'm going to resist cursing. Even though I want to cuss her out, I'm going to resist. Being strong also means resisting. I broke up with him because he cheated on me and he means me no good. He brings me down every time we're together. So I'm going to be strong enough to ignore his calls. When I was in high school, I was in a relationship for 4 years. 4 years. He was my high school. He was a football player, quarterback of the team. But the way that he talked to me was not right. And he constantly wanted to know where I'm going, where you at, who you with. It was unhealthy. So I had to be strong enough to get out of the relationship and to resist because he didn't stop calling. So that's the other thing, is being strong. When you set your mind to do something, be strong to resist when the temptation comes. Successful person is not someone that lives an easy life. It's the person that resists what can pull them down to do negative things. When I was in high school, I lost my mom and my dad. And I had the temptation of wanting to drop out of school. I had to resist it. When I went to college, I know what it is not to have a car. Jumping on the Lynx bus and trying to get things done, working 3 jobs. And so many times I wanted to drop out of college. But I had to resist that urge because I wanted to be successful. You got to be strong. Okay? So that's the first one. That's the letter S. I want you to put your hand on your chest and say, I am.
I am.
Come on, y'all got to say it loud. I
am
strong.
strong.
I am strong.
Strong.
I am strong.
Strong.
So that's the first thing, letter S. Thank you, ma'am. The next one, who has the letter L? And we're talking about becoming successful, what you need. What are some of the things you need to be successful? Believe it or not, honey, you have to look fabulous. L is for look fabulous. And if you already look fabulous, let me just hear you holler. Okay, all right. Handle this. Everybody in the room got it going on, okay? But you have to look fabulous. Now, let me explain what I mean by look fabulous. Looking fabulous means your personal hygiene, making sure you're bathing yourself, making sure you're putting on your deodorant, making sure you're taking care of your body, taking care of your skin. How do you take care of your skin? You drink a lot of water. Believe it or not, it's not what you put on your skin, it's what you put in it. Okay? Looking fabulous means I'm not going to go to school slouching with my head down, hand comb, I don't care. It means carrying yourself in a way that you're a young lady. Looking fabulous also means don't look skanky. That's one thing that breaks my heart. When I'm on Instagram, I see so many girls taking butt shots, taking breast shots, and that does not look fabulous. I'm telling you, trust me. We've been there, we've done that. Most guys that are attracted to that is for one thing. When they see a girl that's not dressed fabulous, they see her dressed skanky, they want one thing. Once they get that one thing, guess what? They gone.
Right.
And you'll hear guys say, oh, that's wifey. They give wife title to a woman that carries herself like a wife. Men don't want a woman that they got to worry about. Is she going to cheat on me? Is she on Instagram still taking butt shots? Okay? So it's important that you look fabulous and carry yourself in a way. And that was very important to me. My mom instilled that in me. We grew up poor with very little. She said, I don't care how much money we don't have, but what we do have, you better represent and dress well. And you don't have to have a whole lot of money to look your best. You can go to Walmart and find stuff. You can go to Ross and find stuff for $4 and look your best, but you got to look fabulous. And so because of that, because of the way I carry myself, a lot of times when I walk in the room, before I even say what my degree is, before I say what my title is, people want to know, who are you? It's something about you. You seem important. It's about the way you carry yourself. People will invest money into you if you carry yourself properly. Right now, I do work for Harbor House of Central Florida. And again, because of the way I carry myself, they immediately said, we want you to be the person on the news. So if you all may have seen my face before, I'm on the news every other day talking about relationships that are unhealthy. Guess what? I'm on the news because of the way I present myself. Because even when they brought the publicist in, they brought in a publicist to do media training. She said she already had it. Keep dressing just like you dress. Keep talking just like you talk. She didn't have to train me. I already knew. You prepare now for where you're going. I carry myself for where I'm going. I speak for where I'm going. I make sure that I carry myself in a way that people know they can invest in me. And so they invested in me, but the sad thing is that I'm on the news talking about people that have been killed because they were in the wrong relationship with guys. You all know Marquette Lloyd. I don't know if y'all you follow the news, but I know you know that. It started out with him killing his pregnant girlfriend. So that's why I was on the news talking about that, because it started with domestic violence. It started with an unhealthy relationship. You have to be careful how you carry yourself is how you'll draw someone to you. Okay? Looking fabulous also means not just on the outside, but the inside. Because you can look all fabulous and great, but then on the inside, you're broken, you're ugly, you're mean, you're spiteful. So what you put on the inside is very important as well. This is a bottle of water, right? How do you all know this is water?
It's clear.
Why else?
It's
So let's
The
say
bottle
it's
says
clear.
it.
You said it because it looks clear, it's water. What if I were to tell somebody to drink it and it's vinegar? Is it vinegar clear?
yeah.
Who want to test it and see if it's vinegar or water?
Now that you say that.
How do you know that it's water?
Because the bottle says?
The bottle says
The
water,
label?
so you don't know inside of this if it's really vinegar, if it's water, if it's poison water. But the label, what's on the outside, tells you it's water. But guess what? Even if the label says water and I open this and I drink it and it's vinegar, doesn't matter what the label says, baby, that's vinegar in there. If somebody handed me a bottle of water right now and I drink it and I say, oh honey, that's vinegar. Doesn't matter what the outside says, it's what's on the inside that matters. If I keep this bottle labeled with water and I pour Kool-Aid in it, is it gonna become water?
No.
What would make it water?
The actual product.
If I actually put it in there. So what am I saying? And looking fabulous, you can dress this up, but if what's on the inside of you is not dressed up, you're actually not fabulous. So I want you to take the L and look fabulous on the outside and the inside. Be a loving person. Be a nice person. Say positive things about people. Put God on the inside of you. Put the Word, put the Bible on the inside of you. Because it's not just how you look, but it's also who you are. Because I know a lot of girls that can dress, that have it on fleek, but inside of them, they're ugly. They're dying. They're talking about people. They don't mean well. So when you're looking fabulous, also make sure that on the inside of you, you're doing the same thing. So we're talking about being successful. People will invest in you if you carry yourself a certain way. They know you can handle the investment. Also, remember that every girl is beautiful. We come in different shapes, sizes, heights, colors, lengths, but we're all beautiful. I've never met an ugly girl. God have made women, specifically black women, beautiful. It's something about us. I was watching Queen of H.O.P.E. Have y'all seen that movie? The girl that played chess. And these are women in Africa. I'm like, everybody, they bad. They don't need no plastic surgery. They were just born like that. That's our queen. That's where we come from. That's the essence of who we are. God just made us fabulous. People are trying to get plastic surgery to get our figures, to get our skin complexion. They get in tans and weaves now. Can y'all believe that? So we are fabulous. I have not met an ugly girl. We are all beautiful. But guess what? If you don't know that you're beautiful, people that look at you won't see it either. You got to know that you're gorgeous. You got to know that you're fabulous. You got to know that you got it going on, because once you know it, other people will see it. And you'll walk with that confidence. I know I look good. I don't care what you say. You can't tear me down. I don't care if the mirror cracked. I don't care if I wake up with no makeup. I still look fabulous. If I would have walked in here with no lipstick on, I still look gorgeous. Because I'm confident about that. I'm confident I look like this on the inside and the outside. That if you get to know me, you'll know I'm a loving person. If you get to be my friend, I won't compete with you. I help push you in your goals. That if you take time to know my heart, you'll know that it's pure. So look fabulous on the inside and on the outside. Put your hand on your chest. Say, I am fabulous.
Fabulous.
On the inside, and the outside. I look fabulous.
Fabulous.
On the inside, and on the outside. I'm going to give you a couple statistics. 98% of girls fear there is an immense pressure from external sources to look a certain way. 92% of teen girls would like to change something about the way they look. You got to know just how you are. You're just beautiful enough. And the only thing you have to work on is what's on the inside, because the outside is going to show. Thank you, my L. Next letter is A. Where's my letter A? A is so important, ladies. So the first thing I said is be strong, strong in your mind, strong enough to resist. I said, L, look fabulous on the outside, ma'am, and on the inside, okay? The other thing, this is so important. This was my saving grace. This helped me so much, is that you have to be, the letter A is for academically smart. Okay, show them your letter A. Academically smart. Who's street smart? You know what street smart means? Don't be ashamed, raise your hand if you're street smart. You know somebody trying to hustle you. You know somebody trying to get over on you. I'm street smart. Okay, I know what that means. Street smart won't get you success. It'll help you protect yourself, but you got to be academically smart. Who have a smart mouth? Don't raise your hand. You know, you flip off. Your mama say something. You know, you doing side eye and throwing shade and all that kind of stuff. Smart mouth will not get you success. Academically smarts will. It is nothing like being a fabulous girl on the way you carry yourself, the way you are on the inside, and then smart. Academics will open doors that will blow your mind. I said before, I grew up in, we were on welfare, didn't have a whole lot of money, grew up in the trailer parks. My mother dropped out of high school. My father dropped out of high school, so college wasn't something we just did. I admire people that grew up and they say their parents are doctors and lawyers. I didn't grow up like that. But I knew that my surrounding was not my end goal. I did not want that to be where I lived forever. I knew that God had something great for me. And I did not want to be someone, I didn't want to see it and not achieve it, but I knew that the only way I could get to success is by getting my mind in my books and by making good grades. I'm telling you, ladies, if you take time and study, if you take time and do your homework, if you take time and talk to your teachers if you don't understand something, if you really put time and energy into your academics, it would change the course of your life. If I did not study, if I did not take school seriously, the course of my life will be the same as it was for everyone else that I grew up with, that was in my family, that I saw. But I had to make a conscious decision. I am going to change my environment by focusing on school. And I took school seriously. My books, whatever the teacher said, homework on time, I made sure it was right. If I got a B, I wanted to go back and say, what could I have done to get an A? If I got a C, what could I have done to get a B? Please teach me, show me, because I don't want to be a C student. I want to be an A student. And because of that hard work, I became academically smart. I was in honors classes. I graduated in the top 10% of my class. Guess what? When you make good grades, money will find you. I was able to apply for scholarships. And when I went to college, my whole first 2 years were paid for because of the scholarships, because I was academically smart. I applied for scholarships and had my GPA where it needed to be. I'm working with students now that don't have the GPA, but they have the will. They want to go to college, but they won't let them in. Because you have to have certain grades. You got to be academically smart. I was able to apply for scholarships, and I remember the night we had this thing called class night, my senior year of high school. And during class night, they call out who received certain scholarships. Did they do that for you all? No? It was called class night. So they called out, they'll say, you know, oh, we have the third grade Marshall Scholarship, and Miss Brianna won that, and they'll clap their hands. So I got called for scholarships. But what was interesting is there was one scholarship that I did not apply for, that my name got called for. And I remember looking at my friend Tina, I said, they just called my name. I didn't apply for that scholarship. She said, girl, get your money. So I went right up there and took a picture with the check. Cheese. Don't know how. But when God sees that you're trying, he'll work miracles on your behalf. Doors will begin to open. Money will find you. Favor will find you, but you got to be academically smart. You got to take school seriously. You only have one shot at it. Take it seriously. Get through it. Be the best you can be, and then become even better. Go to college, and after college, what can I do next? Because those academics will open doors that nobody can close because you have the degrees that you need. That's letter A. Let's give letter A a hand. Okay, and the last letter is Y. Y is for your worth. Know your worth. Know that you are valuable. If you know that, then things won't come to you. I know for me, when I went to college, I knew my worth. Let me see the pen, Minister Olive. I knew my worth. I was, you know, I carried myself a certain way, and I didn't care who you were. If you tried to holler at me, if you didn't care what I needed, if you were about games and you playing, I didn't do it because I knew my worth. So it's important that you all know your worth. I have a cell phone and a pen, okay? Someone come and ask me to borrow my pen. You can come. Sure. Okay. Someone asked me to borrow my pen. She can go use it, write with it. I won't follow her. Even if she takes an hour to bring it back to me, I'm not going to ask for it, right? I may even let her have it. It's a pen. Now somebody come and ask for my cell phone. Come on. You can hold it. You can't have it. Don't be strolling on that. Just know when you're not going to get my phone back. Okay? I'm not going to let her hold my cell phone for hours. Right or wrong?
Right.
Okay? I'm not going to just let her go off and just use my cell phone. Right? Okay, another example. Thank you. You may be seated. I'm rushing to get here. And I leave my pen on the front seat of the car. And I'm like, well, I'll go back and get it because I'm running late. Okay? Is that a real scenario?
Yes.
May not run back to get my pen. I leave my cell phone on the front seat of the car. Most likely, what am I going to do?
Turn around.
I got to go get my cell phone. I don't care if I'm late, if I got to get down the elevator, go back to the third floor. I got to get my cell phone. Okay? If I'm walking somewhere, let's say I'm walking in the mall. We have carpet on this floor. Let's say I'm walking in the mall and I drop my pen. That's okay. I'll just pick it up. Walking in the mall and there's no carpet on the floor and I drop my cell phone. Ooh, did I crack it? Oh my goodness. It's a different response between my pen and my cell phone, right? I own both of them. I bought both of them. I need both of them. Why do I treat one different than the other? One is more expensive than the other. And that's what I want you all to understand. As young women, you are so valuable. And once you understand how valuable you are and how much God, Jesus, paid a price for you, you won't let people just borrow you. You won't let people just drop you and pick you up when they want to. You won't let people just leave you and come back when they want to. When you understand how valuable you are, you won't just lend yourself out to everybody that wants you because you know your worth. Women that do that don't know their value. They'll be lent out to every man. They'll let a dude drop them, pick them up, break up with you, I want you back, leave you, come back. You got to understand, I know I'm too valuable for this. And because I know my value, because I know my worth, you know your worth, W, it will help you in the line of success, because men will come, and I'm talking to women, men will come to make you lose focus, make you lose sight, and hurt you so bad that it makes you delay your success. But once you understand your value, you don't have time for it, because your focus is on. When I met my husband, and I have the best husband in the world, kind of like Will Smith from the side, just a little bit. Now he's beginning to look a little like Russell Wilson, right? Just a little bit. Just go on Facebook, you'll see what I'm saying. Now he has a little beard. I'm like, baby, you looking like Russell Wilson. I look like Sierra. This gonna be nice. Best husband in the world, and he looked like that when I met him. And he has coins. Lots of coins. Praise the Lord. He put us in a, how many bedroom? 7-bedroom house. Nice gated community. Yeah, we ball. But we worked hard. But I'm saying that to say, when I met him, he was making 6 figures. When I met him, he looked a little like Will Smith. Okay? But he had to ask me out 3 times before I went out with him. When he came up to me and said, hey, may I have your number? I didn't give it to him. I know my value. I know my worth. I needed to make sure that he was just as valuable as I am. I needed to make sure that he understood that I was valuable and I was worthy. And one of the things he said to me, why he wanted me to be his wife and proposed to me less than a year, got the ring. Because he said other women was easily giving up their number, their panties, everything. But because I carried myself with value, he knew, you know what, there's something different about her. She ain't like everybody else. Because I knew my worth. Before I met my husband, he doesn't make me. I was already made. He's not my necessity. He's an accessory.
Yes.
And so you have to carry yourself in a way that you know what, that's going to come. I'm going to be with my husband. I'm going to have the man of my dreams. But right now, I got to be academically smart. Right now, I got to be strong enough to resist. Right now, I got to make sure I'm looking fabulous on the inside and the out. And I got to know my worth, so anybody can't just come and take me, pull me, and make me lose my focus on what my greater goal is. The first thing I asked when I started was, does everyone want to be successful? And everybody raised their hand. If that's your end goal, make sure that you're keeping you as number 1 priority. Make sure you keep those goals as number 1 priority. Everything else God is going to bring. The husband he'll bring. The house he'll bring. The kids he'll bring. The job will come. But you got to be qualified for all of those things. And so your process as you're getting to that point is to focus on you. I said S is for strong. Come stay here, please. Stand here. We said L is for look fabulous. Stand next to her. We said A is for academically smart. And we said Y is for your worth. What does that spell?
Slay.
Snap your finger when you say it. Slay.
Slay.
That's how we really slay. When you do that, honey, you will slay all day and repeat it over and over and over and over and over and over again. And you will be successful. Thank you.